on? So I've actually got a day off today. We're going to be getting some work done here at the house. Hopefully we're going to get started on this awning over my deck. But looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day. So I think we're going to get some nitro content in today. Probably run the Techno buggy, the MB 48.4. Went ahead and put the modified AMR Pico Boost 0.28 in there. And you already know 41032 9886. We may also do a little bit of Techno Truggy as well. We've got the Novorossi Rex Legend stock with the milled carburetor that I took out of the one of my LRP 32s and put in here. It's the one that I always had in the Hyper 7, the Wheelie Monster. But we may run it today and see how she reacts in the Truggy as well. But we're definitely going to run the buggy. I've got some slicks on there today. Maybe try to get some speed runs with this modified Pico. So we'll see how that goes. A couple other things. We may even fire up the LST today. It's been a while. We have a Novorossi Rex Legend in it as well. Obviously with a roto start because it's LST. But we are running the 41015 Novorossi header in the 9886 as shown to us by Mr. Bodegel and Average Joe Nitro. He's out there somewhere. Anyway, this is a really bad to the bone classic truck here, guys. I love my LSTs. I've built 8 or 9 of them. Got another one up here that's fresh. And this one has aluminum maximizer diff cups on the inside, and it also has aluminum diff housings. The maximizer diff cups back in the day, they were about 50 bucks each, the best of the best. So LSTs always came with 4-gear planetaries in the differentials, heavy duty, so they were well ahead of the game even back then. Got our Motor Savers filter on here as well, and I did a little shock revamp on it. Look how plush these shocks are, man. Look at that. Holy smokes. If I could only get the Fiskale FT like this, I'll be happy. And I'm going to work on that pretty soon. And that's plush. Beautiful. Alright guys, original XXL1 body. This is the XXL1. That's the XXL2. So I did a little work on the FT as well. And saw a guy on YouTube crashed his FT. But he didn't have his skid plate on the front. You got to have a skid plate. I don't know. He hit the wall pretty hard. It may have damaged it anyway, but maybe not as bad. Definitely put your front skid plate on, guys. This will bend, no problem. Alright, so got my foam in. Still got the original tires, but I got a new foam for it. Put the foam in. And then I did a little modification on the back here. I modified a rear shock tower brace for it. It's pretty cool. So what had happened is when I crashed that last time in that last rip out at the construction site, it burned the mount here, and it's still burned. I'm just going to leave it on there. But I thought about it and I said, well, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let me modify a brace for the shock tower to make it more rigid, especially when it's popping up and things like that and hitting the back here. And so what I did was, this is actually one of the mounts from the front bumper that I don't use, and modified it with 2 of the body post hole hinges, or whatever you want to call them. They went here, but you don't need them because you have the holes here. So, and took one of the crossbars from the front bumper as well, and then just mounted it with lock nuts and lock washers here. Went right through the hole. And then on the old shock tower brace, you have these little round inserts that go here to help offset the distance because it's at an angle. Well, they fit perfectly in these larger holes to help to where the screw wouldn't move around. So I think it came out pretty nice, man. It's extremely rigid, makes the shock tower rigid, and we may do some ripping on this pretty soon to see how it holds up. But just thought I'd show you all that. I think it's pretty good. It's in there good too, man, and it's a beefy brace. Got her all cleaned up from the rip. Need to charge up the battery. I'm running a nickel metal hydrate battery, but I upgraded to a Venom 5000 milliamp nickel metal hydrate. I've got the other one hanging up there. It comes with a 2000 milliamp up here, and I just haven't gone to a Lifey yet, but I may go to a Lifey eventually. But the 5000 milliamp is good for now. And you guys know that I did upgrade the throttle, brake, servo horn to the Savox aluminum. It was actually longer, and I milled it down on my grinder. Came out pretty good. Also on my front chassis brace, I am using both braces. The Rovin one for the front, the skid plate, and then the Scorpion brace as well. It worked out perfect, man. You have to cut off the little tab on the orange one for it to set down on there, but it's all bolted up, good to go. I had it on when I crashed the other day, man. No issues whatsoever. So I definitely recommend that you put a brace on there. And other than that, guys, I think that's going to be about it. We'll get prepped, try to let some people wake up. I think I'm just going to hang out here at the Woogie Nitro track and jump in the back. And thought about going out to the soccer field, but it's just so boring going back and forth. I can do speed runs right out here in the front with these Ball Duratrax lockups, man. No worries. And we can hit the jumps. Alright, guys. That's going to be about it. And we will see you guys here in a little bit. It's only about 8:30 in the morning, so I don't want to fire up no nitros right now. And do it around 11 o'clock or so, man. Alright, guys, we'll see y'all in a few minutes. Peace. Alright, guys and gals, so you already know what time it is. It's going to be a nitro day. Man, that LST is beautiful. We're not going to run it hard. We're just going to fire it up, see if she needs to be tuned or what have you. I don't want to put too much fuel on this Rex Legend. I'm probably going to send this off to be modded. Just like we've been talking about, it's got about a gallon, maybe a little less. This was the Nova Rex Legend number 2 that I bought. The other one right there has over 7 gallons. I don't know exactly. I know it's more than 7 gallons on it, probably closer to 8. But this one has the milled carburetor from the LRP. And just so you guys know, I was not trying to create controversy with that. I just wanted to let you guys know that you can put that milled carburetor back on the Nova Rossi. I feel like it gives it more power. That's just me. Go back and look at the videos with it on the Hyper 7. But my point being was that just because your LRP is done with, motor's blown, whatever the case may be, bearings bad, you can't get parts for those LRPs. You can still buy another engine and put it on there, but you can't. There's very few parts for it available in the States and also overseas as well. So it's just letting you guys know that you can still use that $80–90 Nova Rossi carburetor back on the Rex Legend if you would like to. Alright, guys, so it's going to be a nitro day. We're going to fire this girl up right here. We're going to see how this on-road header works, the 41015 with the 9886. I have run it in the past with the 4105, but with the 053 Dynamite pipe. So this time it has the exact setup that was recommended by Bottigel, and also what I've seen from Average Joe Nitro as well. So give me a few minutes, guys, and we'll get her going. We've also got the MB 48.4 with the AMR modded Pico .28. We're going to give it a rip. We may also do some speed runs with it. That's why I've got the bald Duratrax lockups on there. So, alright guys, give me a few minutes and we'll fire up this one right here. Alright guys, I'll be back. Alright guys, let's do a little speed run. I don't know how to operate this thing. There we go. All right, here we go. He's definitely booking. Alright guys, 52 miles an hour, you saw it. I guess that's pretty good for a nitro. So I implore and I challenge whoever wants to do speed runs with their modified .28 nitro engines. Maybe when I get my Merman modded Paloma, we can do it in the with the .21s, but only .28s. Give me speed runs. Hybrid's already out there. I think he hit like 63 miles an hour or something like that. But my challenge is to, and I'm not even going to call him Termite, man. My challenge is to Kurt Hernandez to give us a logged speed run with a GPS with one of his .28 modified nitros. That's my challenge, guys. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and richen this back up a little bit and maybe do a little bit of jumping here. So we will see you guys in the next video, maybe with this or with that. I don't know. Just having fun, guys. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Okay guys, so you saw the top speed, 52 miles an hour. Now let me tell you guys what the challenge is. So top speed, modified .28 engine, any engine modified by any company. The bell that I'm using is a 14 tooth bell with a 48 tooth spur gear. So that is the, you know, you can't come in with a 16 tooth bell. So little contest for you guys, little call out for you guys. It's got to be a 14 bell and no higher than a 48 spur 14 bell, or somewhere within that general range. You cannot gear it up. You have to be with a stock, yes, a modified engine, but with a stock bell and spur setting. Alright guys, that's the challenge for y'all. I'm going to get out here and rip, I'm going to do a little truggy action. You're going to see it next. Alright guys, see y'all in a few minutes.